Hold on a second. You guys know I'm a little bit OCD when it comes down to that. So get myself set up here. Let's jump into this video. We're going to talk really quickly about 4 reasons of why you should actually start looking into getting your finances together. Just kind of hanging out, doing what I do. You guys know how we do, and of course I am back. It's your boy James D. Anderson at I am JD Anderson, coming back to you with another short finance video. And of course, let's jump into the intro like right now. Actually, we're not gonna do no intro today. Believe it or not, it's actually still pretty rainy and misty, and unfortunately I got a brand new lens and some brand new gear, and it is not weather sealed, but man, doesn't it look good. I mean, look how sharp it is and how dreamy it is, and how good the video actually looks. So I am not gonna risk my new lens on this first day to shoot some B-roll today. It's just not gonna happen. If you are here for the first time, my name is James E. Anderson. I make finance videos. I talk about simple finance tips for the everyday person so they can take that, utilize, and of course, be great with their money. Now, 4 reasons why it's very important for you to start today and really start going, and 4 signs that you need to understand that if you see these, you need to get your money game together. Number one of the 4 reasons when you know it's time to start looking at your money, just honestly when you got, I said this many times, it seems like I keep repeating myself, but this is very important. And it's just honestly when you have too much month and not enough money. I said that right, when you have too much month and not enough money, it is very important that you understand that if you start supplementing your lifestyle on the credit cards, tapping into your savings, borrowing money from people, payday loans, cash advances, and all that crazy stuff, unfortunately, you're just not in a position where you got enough income. So if you guys have not seen my video, I have a video that I posted talk about ways that you can get your income up now. I'll make sure I put it in the screen up there, and oh my God, it is literally a dual cement truck. That was ridiculous. So when you don't have enough money to cover your basic expenses, your basic quality of life, maybe even a little bit of entertainment, your bills, your necessities, your groceries, when you got to start supplementing that stuff on a credit card, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, you just do not have enough money. You got an income problem. It's probably not a spending problem. It's probably an income problem. And like I say, you want to make sure you get that up, because you start picking up very bad habits really quickly, and that thing starts snowballing like crazy if you're not careful. You could just start racking up more and more debt every month. You know, oh, it's just $50 extra I need, I'll put on a credit card. Next month, oh, it's just another $50 I'm gonna put on a credit card. Next month, it turns into $100 and $200. Next thing you know, you're $3,000-$4,000 in debt. It is ridiculous. So you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that's the bare root of finance and personal finance, is understanding cash flow. And if you don't have enough cash coming in for all that's flowing out, you might want to look at doing something a little bit differently. Number two plays into number 1. It's just really when you want a higher quality of life. When you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Are you sick and tired of just scraping by paycheck to Monday? Yes, I said that. Payday to Monday. I didn't say paycheck to paycheck. See, most people might get paid on a Friday, but I guarantee you by Monday, all their money is already accounted for and spent. They got all their bills lined out. A lot of people have a lot of direct withdrawals coming directly from their account. You guys heard me complain about that time and time again. You have got to get rid of the automatic withdrawals from your bank account. Bottom line is just when you want a higher quality of life, you want a little bit more for your family, for yourself. You want to do more for your community. You want to do more for your church. You want to just do more and have a better quality of life. And I'm not saying go out and splurge and be insta rich and, you know, money up to the ear. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm just meaning the basic things that you want, that you deserve. I mean, you are a grown person working, you know, 40, 50, 60, 70 hours. You probably want to have a little bit going on. So I just think about it like that. Now, please don't twist my words on this, because a lot of people, right? A lot of people hear this and they say, well, James, you know, you're telling people to go out and spend money. I'm not telling people to go out and spend money, but money they don't have. But I do believe in you should have a quality of life that you deem fit for yourself. And it's so much harder to get yourself ready financially when you're just mentally and emotionally broken down. So, all right, so back to the video. Number 3. So back to the video. How many times am I gonna say back to the video? I know what I want to say, I just don't want to. Back to the video. Back to the video? I'm already at the video. So if I'm technically at the video and I'm here, then technically I'm sitting here while I'm being videoed, but I'm looking at myself on a video, but I'm saying get back to the video. That's just some Inception type stuff. Thumbs up for that if you guys like that movie Inception. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back into it. So I love this one, and this is one of my biggest things that I tell people. At this point, you don't need to get your money together. You want to get your money together. And it's honestly when you feel as though that you can make the financial change to just achieve more, that is one of the greatest points to when to start looking at your money and flipping, you know, what you're doing and start fixing your finances and fixing your credit. Man, that's an awesome thing when you're actually in a position of where you want to do it just out of wanting to do it and not have it out of a need or necessity. That is huge, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you that. I promise you, anybody who can do it at that point, let me tell you, this is like the secret sauce right here. Whenever you want to fix your finances, and if you at a point to where you actually can want to fix your finances, your result or probability of being successful and the ease of it and the learning that comes along with it becomes so much more easier when you just want to do it out of wanting instead of wanting to do it out of need and desperation. You just flow, you just move so much better. The universe works with you a lot better. I don't know. You guys know more about that stuff than me. I know about the numbers, and I just find as though when people make that choice and they really want to do it, oh man, those are the people that I work with that just have tremendous results. So that's the next one there. When you actually want to fix your finances is when it's actually time to take a great look at them and get them together. So here's number four. Four. This one's actually pretty cool, but it's number four. I'm being very repetitive today. Maybe it's the caffeine. Too much coffee today or something. All right, number 4 is when you want to challenge yourself. And what I mean by that is fixing your finances and especially getting out of debt, especially growing your income, growing your skill set, opening a business, doing different things that really, if they were easy, everybody would do them already. But really, you're challenging yourself to get yourself together with regards to finances. And I just love that point because just like I said before, when you want to do it, it just flows so much better. But when you're ready for the grind, when you're ready for the struggle, when you're ready for the hard work, when you're ready to put in, man, it becomes so much more easier to fix your finances, ladies and gentlemen. Man, when you combine that you're ready for the grind, when you're ready for the challenge, and you want to get it done, and it's not out of need or desperation, people, I'm telling you, the results, it's just amazing what people will do. Now, yes, I know some people do some extreme stuff. They eat like ramen noodles every day. They sell their car. They start riding a bike. They do some crazy stuff to challenge themselves for sure. But the payoff, the end game, the long road, the long game, and you love the challenge and you got that competitive nature and you're not weak and you're not going to get ran over. You're going to stand up for what's rightfully yours in this money game, in this success game. That when you're ready for that, that is the time to really strike when the iron's hot. You guys heard that saying before, strike when the iron's hot. The iron is it's blazing white hot then, and it's time for you to get on there and get your finances together. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, of course I throw in a bonus all the time. So what is this? I said we were going to do 4 in the beginning. Well, we're going to go ahead and do 5. We're going to go ahead and do 5. And this was actually very important and really near and dear to my heart. And one of the things that we really have to understand with regards to finances is that everything that we do in this lifetime, everything we do in our current state is to set our generations up to be more successful than what we were. And I know I'm getting all super duper into it on you guys, but it's the truth. To say this, I'm not picking on nobody, I'm not being mean, but how many of you guys watching this video right now know your great grandparents' name? What did they do that was so significant for you to remember them and their legacy? And what did they do for you to actually set you up to be successful? Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, look at me. We had some hard times in my community if you talk about going back that far, that many generations, okay? So I understand that, okay? I'm not immune to that, and I understand what the real deal is here in America. However, if you look at it from the like I said the long game, but this is like, you know, so far out. This is huge, right? When you start thinking about generational wealth and you start thinking about what people can actually do. And just riding low and slow. I was just watching the meter and it was like dude, this truck. But when you start thinking about the long game, when you start thinking about the real long game, not just for yourself, but in a selfless way of thinking about your generations, your children and children and children to come, that is huge. See, every time when I ask somebody that question of what was your great grandparents' name, you know, a lot of people get all stuffy on me. They say, well, James, you know your parents' name. They start getting all crazy. But then I say, you know, who was Harvey Firestone? Who was Henry Ford? You know, who was John D. Rockefeller? You know, those people, well, their families set them up and gave them a legacy for years and generations and generations and generations to come. So how is it that the world can remember those individuals? However, you and your own family can't remember your individuals and your ancestors from that same time frame. So just think about it like that. You know, are you going to be the person that stops generational poverty? I don't know. Are you going to be the person that sets your kids up to be successful, that gives them the leg up? Are you going to be the person to make sure that your grandkids can go to school without having to worry about student loans? I'm talking about just really family-based, just really micro stuff. I'm not even talking about the macro of wild success. I'm just talking about you taking care of your generations. When is it going to stop? Are you going to put the line in the sand and say, right now, I need to be that person that sets my family up to be great? See, that's when you start thinking like that, it's really time for you to get serious about your money and get things going. So let's kind of recap real quick. Number one, you have too much month and not enough money. Number two is just honestly when you want a higher quality of life. Number three, when you know you can just financially achieve more. Number four is when you know that you're actually up for the challenge. And then of course the bonus, number five, just when you start thinking about that super duper huge goal of setting your family up. Those are all great times when you feel that within yourself to start fixing yourself financially and actually being great with your money and being great financially. So of course that's it for me, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to hang out with me. I talk about business, money, capitalism, and finance, and all those things in between. And of course, if you want to know what's going on, you can go ahead and hit that bell and get the latest videos that I actually upload. But what I love the most is the feedback I get from you guys. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you got some value for this video, and drop down in the comment if you're feeling any of the 5 things that I talked about today, because right now it might be for you to take some action. So let's go ahead and get it done. That's it. Your boy James D. Anderson at I am JD Anderson. You guys keep living it up and of course being great with your money. Peace.